Feudal Japan, 1598. A young samurai named Dai knelt in the mud. His armor was shattered, his katana broken. His lord lay dead beside him. He had failed. Completely, publicly, dishonorably. Every code of the samurai said the same thing. A warrior who fails his lord restores honor through death. Dai held a tanto knife against his stomach. One thrust, and the shame would end. But then he remembered his father's final words. Any fool can die for honor. The true warrior lives for it. That night, covered in blood, mud, and disgrace, Dai made a decision that would define his life. He would not die. He would rise. 3 months earlier, Dai had been everything a samurai should be. Skilled, loyal, confident. Too confident. He had trained for years but had never truly been tested. Then came the battle. An ambush. Outnumbered. Chaos. Steel screams. Blood. Dai fought hard. Until the moment that mattered most. An enemy commander broke through. Dai tried to protect his lord. Their swords clashed. Once. Twice. On the third strike, his blade shattered. The enemy killed his lord and kicked Dai aside. Useless. Dai survived. And that was the worst part. Shame crushed him. He prepared for ritual suicide. But his mother stopped him with one sentence. So fail better next time. Rise. He didn't understand until he met an old master in the mountains. The master listened to Dai's story and said something that changed everything. Defeat is not failure. Staying defeated is. On the dojo wall were words. Nanakarobi Yaoki. Fall 7 times. Rise 8. The master explained. Most people think strength means never falling. Wrong. Everyone falls. The difference is this: when you fall, do you stay down? Or do you rise again? Then training began. And it was brutal. Dai fought the master and lost in seconds. Again. And again. Dozens of times. Hundreds. Every defeat burned his pride. But each time the master said only one thing. Good. Now rise. Dai learned something powerful. At first, defeat felt like proof he wasn't good enough. But slowly, defeat became information. Where he was weak. What to improve. How to adjust. His identity shifted. He stopped thinking, I lost. I'm a failure. And started thinking, I fell. Time to rise. That change made him dangerous. Because most warriors quit after 3 losses. 5, 10. Dai endured hundreds. He wasn't unbeatable. He was unbreakable. Months later, a seasoned fighter challenged the dojo. Dai fought him and fell. He rose. Fell again. Rose again. 7 times. The opponent grew frustrated. Dai grew calmer. On the 8th clash, Dai found an opening and won. The master said, You didn't win because you were stronger. You won because losing couldn't stop you. Years later, Dai did something even harder. He went to find the warrior who killed his lord. Not for revenge, but to say thank you, because that defeat had shattered the arrogant boy he was, and forced him to become a true warrior. That's when he understood the final lesson. Strength isn't being unbreakable. Strength is breaking and rebuilding yourself stronger every time. Honor isn't avoiding defeat. Honor is facing defeat and rising anyway. Here's the truth this story carries for you. Life will knock you down. Hard. You will fail. Lose. Get humiliated. Make mistakes. You will have moments where quitting feels logical. That moment right there is the test. Not of talent. Not of luck. Not of destiny. But of one thing. Will you rise? You don't need to be the strongest person in the room. You don't need perfect confidence. You just need one rule. Fall 7 times. Rise 8. Feel destroyed? Rise. Embarrassed? Rise. Rejected? Rise. Lost? Rise. Not because you feel strong, but because that is what warriors do. They don't stay fallen. And the person who always rises eventually becomes unstoppable. If you remember one thing, let it be this. Defeat only wins when you decide not to get up. So get up. Again. And again. And again. That's the warrior way.